I want to hand over to Cheryl-Lynn for a business update. A fun fact about Cheryl-Lynn is that she recently completed a 22-kilometre orienteering adventure race in April. It involved paddle, run and cycling in the event's worst ever recorded weather in its 19-year history. I don't know how well you can see that screen, but yes, that is sideways rain, and she endured all that. Without further ado, I'll hand you over to Cheryl-Lynn now as well. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate the introduction. I must say, the not-so-fun fact is my father came all the way from America, and my son was there. We drove up the night before to support me, and after 4 hours of that kind of weather, I crossed the finish line, and it was like, where are they? They were in my car with the heat on, drinking coffee, listening to music in the background. So I was like, oh, thank you for that, lovely collaboration. But yeah, it was a feat. It was a goal of mine. I'm pleased that I did it. But yeah, definitely the worst weather ever. So thank you for the invitation. Yeah. My journey as a support worker. So I've been with Mable for the last 3 years. 3.5 years, and I have to say I'm lucky enough to have my dream job as a support worker lead. I'm essentially the voice of support workers in this room, and being American, I've got a loud voice, so it definitely represents you when I speak up on your behalf. I was fortunate enough this morning to meet with a group of panelists today who are going to be here, and support workers in the room who have dedicated a lot of their time working with Mable, and as always, I enjoy hearing the feedback and listening to your ideas to then further embed within the Mable community. I think that I can confidently represent support workers because I have walked in your shoes. I've worked at Cerebral Palsy Alliance for over 3 years, where I trained as a personal care worker. Here's a snap of Candy, a client of mine. We dressed up to celebrate the American festivities. As you can see, this is the American 4th of July or Independence Day. We also did things like trick-or-treating around my neighborhood, collecting bags of goodies. Although I've finished being a support worker of Candy, I'm still in her life. In fact, this weekend, I'm meeting with her mother and Candy herself for a coffee. I know how you guys feel connected to your clients, and I can relate to that. But my connection to disability sector is both professional and personal. This is a photo of my son and I doing a lot of activities. That's not really me. It's me in the last 12 months. I think everyone will know. Battle roping. But I'd like to say, yeah, my disability sector experience is personal, as I discovered the other side being a parent of a son who had, at the age of 4, was diagnosed with ASD level 2. So I began navigating the NDIS system and the complexities from a client perspective. But it also gave me a profound appreciation for how vital support workers like you are in families like mine. So thank you. And lastly, the Mable family. That's my story, but Mable really feels like a family. And I know a lot of people here who have their own individual stories and reasons for coming to work at Mable. It's to be part of this amazing team. But what brings us all together is a shared goal to make a difference in the lives of our clients and our support workers like you. Now, getting on to the juicy stuff. We have been listening, and I attended the Support Worker Summit last year and heard a lot of your feedback. I also work closely with my support worker team, who some of you met this morning, agents who are in touch with you daily via live chat, email, and voice, and we hear the key themes from you. One of the biggest questions that we get asked is with regards to payments. How many timesheets do you guys think we've delivered here at Mable in the last 12 months? Does anyone want to have a guess? Sandy? Carrie? Sophia? Come on. How many timesheets do you think you guys have submitted over the last 12 months as support workers as a whole? 2 million. Wow, you get the candy jar. How did you get that? That is exactly right. 2 million timesheets. And then that translated to 833 invoices. But as a total, what it meant is $334 million have been paid to support workers in the last year. So when you ask about payments comes with growing pains. I think I saw a photo of Tony in our last town hall where he had, at the 3-year mark, he had a whiteboard and was manually matching clients to support workers. Tony is our CEO and the founder of this company. And I was wondering, how did they pay, like by check, everyone to get paid? So that's where we started, after 3 years. We're 10 years now, and we're delivering $334 million in care. So it has been a massive scaling, and there's never a good time to reconstruct our payment system. But I've got good news for that. We are in the midst of building an entirely new, robust payment system. We have a dedicated team, and we're going to deliver something with flexibility, speed, and the ability to adapt to future changes in regulation and legislation. So, again, hello. I said to the guys, I don't need a microphone because my voice is so loud anyway as an American. You guys can hear me okay? All right, good. So again, with the payment system, it's gonna take time. We appreciate your support. You will see changes to your invoices coming out in the coming months. In the meantime, I've got a few top tips. Always get your support hours posted by Monday afternoon to be put in Wednesday's client invoice run. And we encourage all support workers like you to sign up and make sure that you're eligible for 10-day pay. Or you can use Express Pay at 1.5 surcharge and get paid, so my finance manager tells me, the next day or within 48 hours. Another big concern that we heard last year at the summit was around the support worker safety. We heard you loud and clear that there are concerns about going into your clients' homes with our safeguarding measures that we had in place. Well, I'm here to tell you that today we have currently identified 65% of our client IDs on platform, and that number is growing every day. This means that we have verified their driver's license, Medicare, or passport. In addition, we'll be conducting a comprehensive adverse media during the client onboarding process. So soon, support workers and clients will only be able to enter into formalized agreements after both of their verifications have been confirmed. And with cybersecurity, we have your back. Mable has consecutively met the ISWS compliance standards, which is the gold standard of data privacy. The big question we hear all the time, the Mable app. Cheryl-Lynn can tell us many times we receive phone calls, my app is crashing, I'm getting logged out, I just can't open it. Well, again, we've got good news. We're building a new app, and this app has been designed specifically for you to manage your clients, and it's been built with legislative changes in the new Aged Care Act in mind. So we know how important it is for our provider and client representatives to feel confident that you've arrived on time and that your clients are in safe hands. That's why we have built a new feature, check in, check out, to give you peace of mind and improve transparency. We've taken the app development seriously. Sorry. It seems to be, is it okay? Yeah, I know, I feel like Huh? Oh, that's good. Yeah, a good top tip from our MC. There we go. I didn't. Oh. Okay, all good. So with our app, we took it seriously. We conducted extensive user testing throughout our design journey. We started last June looking at how to make this happen. We also commissioned independent research studies where they did one-on-one interviews, gathering honest feedback from support workers like you. As I mentioned before, the new app is has checkout, which has been built specifically for SP app only, and we will continue to build the app on specific used features that you're using on a daily basis over the coming months. The app is what we call in beta testing, so that means it hasn't been released to the general public. We've been testing the app, and so far the results have shown it's much faster and that the old app doesn't crash. Woohoo! Can I get a big woohoo from the audience, because I remember how bad that was last. But now, as I said, we value your feedback. So whether you're in the room today or if you're with us via live stream, we are sending you a VIP invitation for you to test the new SP app. So this is in beta testing. It hasn't been relaunched to the general audience. So at 9:30, so that's in 16 minutes today, you'll receive an email with a link to download the beta version app. We really value your feedback and encourage everyone here to do it. There's a built-in feature form that you can put your feedback in, or if you prefer, you can ring one of our SP agents and give them a verbal update on how you think it's going. So make sure at your break, because I'll be going around and rousing all of you, to download the SP app and get started today. Another area that we hear a lot about is our contact center. I'd like to just give you some context of the volume that we handled in the last 12 months. Should I ask the lucky winner last time who got the 2 million timesheets? How many calls do you think we're handling in a year? Ooh, wow, that's really good. No, 53,000. And live chat, we had 67,000. We've answered 156,000 emails, and we've conducted 3,700 Zoom sessions. But we have heard your feedback. Many of you have told us you're not thrilled about being redirected to live chat when you just want to speak to someone. I see some nodding heads in there. Yeah. Well, help is on the way. We've just upgraded our whole contact center to a new powerful platform called Zoom, which offers an omni-channel experience to enable all of you to connect and communicate with our agents. We know how important it is for you to get the right help right when you need it, and that's exactly what we're working towards. But we also want to be honest, rolling out a whole telephony system at this scale and upgrade will take some time. We will be changing over the next 6 months. We launched the new Zoom live chat on Thursday this past week, so 2 days ago. So step by step, you will see improvements that will make it easier and more seamless for you to get the support you need. New developments. This is always my favorite part. And Tony normally gives a speech, our CEO, but now I get to give it on his behalf. So I'm going to toot Tony's horn because he never does it. Our CEO has been on an unstoppable growth journey in the world of digital health. Mable is becoming part of a broader ecosystem of companies, all working together to bring more clients and opportunities for you as support workers. I'm just going to take you through a few of the highlights. So Homemade is an aged care provider in our group that Tony started in January 2021. and it already has over 3,500 clients. Homemade offers clients both self-managed and fully managed support options. Homemade clients get to choose who provides service to them. But we've seen in the combination of homemade clients as the low-cost self-managed approved provider and Mable support providers that the result is the client can get an extra 10 hours a week by using the combination of Mable and Homemade. I think this is super meaningful for those older Australians and allows them to stay in their home for longer. Keep an eye out for a new Homemade TVC campaign, television commercial, in August, which will showcase the advantages they bring to aged care clients. Another one, Business Solutions by Mable. Our platform is built specifically for aged care providers and NDIS coordinators who support multiple clients. It's already had a big impact in that 22% of all of our bookings on Mable are managed through Business Solutions. This means a significant portion of support on the platform is being coordinated by professionals on behalf of clients, not just by clients and their families directly. I had a chat this morning with one of the support workers to say what that means. These partnerships will provide you more opportunities to build your business and support more clients. By delighting a provider client with good support notes and timely communication, the provider will be motivated to engage you for more services. Leap In. Last year we welcomed Leap In to the Mable family, the third largest non-for-profit plan manager in the disability sector. They currently support over 13,000 clients, and their expertise strengthens both our support of both clients and support workers on the platform. You can see where this is going. We had Homemade for the aged care, now we have NDIS for disability, and then came Mable Direct. We forget about this one. Our clients need consumables. And Mable Direct is offering door-to-door delivery at affordable prices. It's another way that we're making life easier for the people you support. Mable Direct is already helping 4,500 clients and has an average of 4.8 star review with 160 client reviews. And now we're taking the next big step. We're at early stages of building an AI company. Now I know AI sounds scary, especially for old farts like me, but it's exciting too. I'll close with a glimpse of how AI is at Mable and already working for you and your clients, not instead of you. This is a story about how Mable AI and one of our Mable support workers made a difference in the life of a Homemade client. So I'll just look at this story and read it out loud. So basically, Mable created an AI moderation tool which was developed with our data scientists and clinical nursing team. Here's a real-life example of how it made sure that the appropriate medical care was provided in a timely manner. So one of our Mable support workers wrote a shift note that said, Bob was not opening his eyes and was not consuming food or fluid. Also, he was unable to walk. So you know all those shift notes that we ask you to do? We do something with that. That goes through a moderation tool that was picked up, and it spit out a note to the clinical nurses that we have on 24-hour call that said there's an urgent review required and a potential incident. It interpreted the shift note to say, Bob was lethargic and was unable to walk or eat. This could be a sign of sepsis or another serious infection that requires medical attention. So the nurse picked this note up and was notified that there was an urgent response. She called Bob's representative, who was his wife, and she asked to wake Bob up. The wife thought Bob was just needing to sleep off a virus. As it turns out, the nurse on the other phone called 911 immediately, and the ambulance arrived at Bob's house to transport him to the hospital. Bob was able to receive the appropriate care in a supportive environment, as he did have a medical emergency. So these are the things that your support notes can do to make a difference in life and death situations with clients. Thank you.